Hey, Dave McKenzie DMAC here, back with another lesson on tapping. This one is going to be a little simpler, and it's actually got a little bit of trivia at the end of it, so stay tuned, just tune up, be ready to go, and we're going to get after it. We're going to use 2 strings and do some cool stuff. So here we go. Okay, so basically to give you some, not necessarily music theory, but just a basis of what you can use these particular tapping sequences for. You can use it off of the B major, the C sharp major, E major, and F sharp major chords, this sequence that I'm going to show you. And I'm going to break down those four for you, so that you can see. Yeah, 4. Duh. So without further ado, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start at the 4th fret, okay, and then to the 7th fret, and on the 12th fret, okay. So if you remember the last lesson, basically you pick with your finger, just like this, okay. So it should sound like this. Okay, so that's where you're starting. And we're going to play each of these sequences 4 times. So you can count either with your first finger or your tap finger. I don't think it really matters. So I have a tendency to just tap or think with my tapping finger, since for me it seems like it's easier mind connection to do that. Okay, so that you would use over a B major chord. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take that whole sequence just the way it looks. As you can tell, this is kind of a 4-finger approach, okay? So if I had all 4 fingers on there, I just take the 2 middle ones off, and I am right here, okay? Now you can see in between it's 1, 2, 3, 4 again, okay? So there's 4 in between, there's 2 in between here. See 2 open spots, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 open, and then tap. Okay, and the sequence is going to stay the same as far as that shape, tapping shape goes throughout. Now all we're going to do is we're going to slide it up just like that. Okay, 2 frets. And you're going to play the same thing 4 times. And this would be working over a C sharp major style chord. Almost kind of sounds like one of those French police cars, doesn't it? Kind of annoying. But C sharp major. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back down. We're going to be on the 1st string now. And we're going to use the same pattern as we did on the 2nd string. We're going to be at the 4th, 7th, and 12th fret again. So right here, 4th, 7th, 12th. Okay, and you could play an E major underneath that. So hopefully you're kind of getting an idea how these kind of harmonically work with chords and things like that. You know, sometimes it might be a 1, 5, 8, you know, in a scale, or it could be just something totally weird. So don't fall into any traps like that. Find what sounds good to you and what's harmonically, you know, compatible, and use it. So 4, 7, 12. Okay, now we're just going to slide it up again just like we did on the 2nd string. Same pattern, basically the same position, just like that, up 2 frets, okay? Now you'd play this on an F sharp major. Okay, so you're at 6, 9, and 14 again, and just tap it 4 times. Okay, so that's that little sequence, and this one is just kind of to get you used to kind of skip strings a little bit, get into the next string, that type of thing, and kind of gives you a little bit of a kind of an interesting chromatic melody, because you'd just be going so that would be the chord sequence you could do. So if you have a recorder or any kind of computer stuff that you can just kind of do stuff, you can create your own beat, whatever you want to do, and then just play those chords, just like that, and then do this tapping sequence to it. Get creative with it, have fun with it, and really just kind of open your mind up to it. So I'll kind of play these slow together so that you can kind of see how they work. Okay, so that's the sequence, and that's how you do it. You can do it any kind of rhythm you want to do it. So you can go as slow or as fast as you want with it, and you don't even necessarily have to do it 4 times. You can do it 3, you can do it 2, you can do it 5. However many times you want to do it, just mess around with it. Okay, so that's hopefully just a simple little thing that you can kind of work on. As you get comfortable with that position, start moving it up on the neck, or start at a different area. I mean, you can basically adjust this to most different chords that you want to use. So, anywhere from down here, to just all the way up the neck. So, work with that. Have some fun with it. That's kind of, a little easier beginning tapping lesson to work on and kind of get your fingers coordinated. Like I say, sometimes you guide with your first finger and sometimes you guide with your tapping finger. It's really kind of a personal preference how you're going to work it and how you're going to play with it and get it going. So, okay, so now this next part will go on to a second tapping thing that's also easy and is also semi-recognizable, and I'll be asking you to let me know who you think it is and what it's from. So here comes the second part.